Do you see it? Faithful submission preserves life. Creaturely autonomy from the Creator breeds destruction. Now fast forward to Babel. Here, humanity gathered and was reaching for the heavens with a tower saying, "Let us make a name for ourselves." And what seemed like unity was treason in disguise. God saw their arrogance and their grasp for divine independence, and He scattered them, confusing their language, exposing their folly, and gave them over to the gods that they chose to serve. This pattern, friends, when we refuse to bow to God, we are left to bow to lesser gods who will ultimately collapse in the presence of the Almighty God. Now think about the days of the judges, and we see the same story. Judges 21-25, everyone did what was right in his own eyes. And that, do you see it? Faithful submission. And Baal, gods who demanded their children, their livelihood, their flesh, and their very souls. And Paul tells us in 1 Corinthians 10:20 that what pagans sacrifice, they offer to demons, not to God. Behind every idol is the same serpent from Eden. The Canaanites built their entire culture on autonomy from God, but it left them under the dominion of demonic beings. Moloch, he was the male deity of the sun, a fiery bull to whom they would offer their children on flaming arms. Ashtoreth was the goddess of gender and sexual transgression. And these weren't just idols of stone, they represented gateways to demonic influence. Ashtoreth was also known as Ishtar and stood for the casting off of the human nature, promoting sexual and gender exploration that shattered God's created order. Her temple priests dressed in male clothing on one side and female on the other, embodying gender fluidity or sexual fluidity.
Legacy media is falling apart, and as it crumbles, a void is opening, a void that we intend to fill. The big legacy news networks currently average just 1.2 million viewers a weeknight, and those numbers are only going to get lower. Legacy media is dying, and the younger generation has moved on. Legacy media panders. Legacy media lies. Legacy media does not know what the truth is, and they don't care about it. Legacy media is a dumpster fire. This is why we few in our wild imaginations have started the Fight Laugh Feast Network. Our goal is to take down the legacy media giant of the last 50 years with our 5 stones. We started in 2016 with our flagship show, Cross Politic. Since those small beginnings, we now air on DirecTV. Our broader podcast network now gets over 4 million downloads a year. And our Fight Laugh Feast pub, which includes TV shows like This America, The Rowdy Christian's Guide, Pastors in Politics, and As the Lord Pleases, with your support, many more to come. Our goal is to become the flagship new media 2.0 network over the next 50 years and take over nightly news, sports, sitcoms, hunting shows, and more, all conveniently stored for you in our Fight Laugh Feast pub. We're already reaching the next generation through our podcast shows on YouTube, X, and our pub, while also tapping into legacy media audiences by airing our shows on TV through DirecTV and Xfinity. We have made a lot of progress with some duct tape and a good bit of intuition and a lot of sweat. And now we need your support more than ever. The TV networks have had such a negative impact on our households, and we're trying, by the grace of God, to put a stop to that. We have the opportunity. We just need the army. Now more than ever, we need you to join our pub to help us reach our goal of 1 million pub supporters in the next 5 years. There's no way around it. Competing with Fox and the Alphabet networks without money is virtually impossible. It's cheap for you to join. And when you do, you're combining your small monthly support with a growing army of like-minded Christians. We have thousands, we need millions. So if you want more of the Alphabet network's misinformation and lies, don't join. But if you want to give us a mere 5 stones, then please join the pub, and together we will take a swing at the head of big media, all the while fighting, laughing, and feasting to the glory of God.
A master called together a few young men of this generation and spoke to them, saying, I gave your great-grandfathers a time of despair and poverty and global war. They were strong and victorious and built an empire greater than any other. But they were terrible fathers and raised entitled sons and daughters of rot who inherited everything through no courage of their own. To those rotten sons, your own grandfathers, I gave abundance and wealth and stability. But they pissed it all away on debauchery and sexual revolution, establishing many idols and slaughtering tens of millions of children in sacrifice to their appetites. One generation fought against the perpetrators of a great Holocaust. The next dishonored that victory with an even greater Holocaust of their own children. The children who did survive, your fathers, carried on the sexual descent of their parents into new madness and new disease, piercing and inking their skin like death-worshipping pagans as they did, establishing special days of pride to celebrate the debauch, slaughtering more children and castrating and poisoning others, claiming to be creators when they were destroyers, mutilating the young and calling it acceptance. All these generations I have judged, and am judging. Their madness now is only a taste of my wrath. The young men were afraid and asked the master why he had called them and why he was telling them these things. Because it is now your turn. I am giving all of this chaos to you, he said. Your inheritance is a world of crumbling false gods crowded with blind and mad worshippers. I am entrusting you with a world of empires built on cracked and heaving foundations. The time of your inheritance is near. You have only a little while to prepare yourselves. Seize this moment of chaos and build me a world of sanity and righteousness. When I return, I will judge what you have built for me. With so much rubble to work with, I expect great things. The master turned to leave, but the young men begged him to wait. How can we do this, they asked. There are hundreds of millions of unbelievers in our nation alone and only a few of us. Their master answered, saying, I am not a hard master. You will have the truth and wisdom if you desire it. And you may each choose one woman to help you. That should be enough. Go now and build New St. Andrews College. Carpe Chaos.
That was great.
That was amazing.
Yeah, try that again.
There we go. Hey, y'all, welcome live. Yes, you can already tell by the introduction that Chocolate Knox is not here and that it's just Pastor Toby and the Water Boy. It's good to be with you on, is it Tuesday?
And the Water Boy is on the soundboard.
Yes.
Just for those of you who are not watching, if you're listening, that was Gabe.
100. 100 my fault.
Yeah. And if it, just to be clear, if it was me, I wouldn't have been able to get the music to come on. So just for the record, like
Toby's giving me props where the props were warranted. Hey, we're going to be in DC at the inauguration. We got tickets to go to the inauguration.
Yeah.
Looking forward to kind of seeing anybody out there that is either listening to the show.
If you're going to be there,
let's meet on the lawn.
Come find us. We'll be there in the crowd.
In one of the areas. We've never been. We got tickets. I don't even know what that means. Are we standing? Are we sitting? I know there's a non-ticketed section somewhere, maybe way back.
We're in the ticketed section. Yeah, way up there.
The funny thing is our friend got these tickets for us from Amy Klobuchar, which is his congresswoman.
Thank you, Amy.
So so we're just using all the connections.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Absolutely. Is your website user-friendly, fast, and cohesive? Does your brand clearly communicate who you are and what you have to offer? Whether you're just getting your business started or you've been around the block, Mad Bear Creative can help with all your design needs, from brand identity and web design to SEO and marketing materials. As a husband-wife team, Julio and Roslyn are excited to partner with other small but mighty business owners to capture attention, drive engagement, and unlock growth for your business. Visit madbear.io. That's madbear.io to sign up for a free consultation and discover how Mad Bear can help you build your legacy.
And they're cheerful people. They aren't mad.
No.
They're just, mad is like cool.
They just have mad.
Like this is mad skills.
Mad skills.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. The mission of Armed Republic is to honor Christ by equipping free men with tools of liberty necessary to preserve God-given rights. In the Armored Republic, there's no king but Christ. We are free craftsmen. Body armor is a tool of liberty. We create tools of liberty Free men must remain ever vigilant against tyranny wherever it appears. God has given us the tools of liberty needed to defend the rights he's bestowed to us, and Armored Republic is honored to offer you those tools. Visit them at ar500armor.com. That's the letter AR, the number 500, the word armor.com. Now we've got internet sensation Billboard Chris coming on, but
Yes.
I hear you have to make an announcement really quick.
Yeah, so unfortunately, since YouTube has suspended us twice in December, we're on our third strike. If we get our third strike, we get kicked off YouTube. So right now, while we're kind of under this cloud, this YouTube cloud, we just ask you, go over to Twitter right now. Go to Cross Politics Twitter page.
If you're on YouTube.
Or X, excuse me. Don't dead name Twitter. X. Go to X right now, and you can watch the live show. You can also go to Rumble right now.
So this was an extended invitation.
Yeah.
To join us.
You can go to Facebook also. So Facebook, Rumble, and Twitter. And you can watch us live, and of course, comment there. We're watching the comments there and all that stuff. But we got to go off YouTube right now. So as my staff turns off YouTube in 3, 2, 1.
Peace.